The P-I-N-K-Y show. Hey girl, Pinky, P-I-N-K-Y, and I'm so fly. Happy New Year, everybody. Okay, this is the first video for me of 2023. Okay, sorry, I was trying to break it down. Did not work. But so, like I said, it's a new year. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing it because, no offense, I'm low-key tired of people saying Happy New Year. I'm like, I understand it's January and the first week of January is over. So why are we still saying Happy New Year? I don't know. Kind of annoying, but hey, I'm still accepting it, okay? But Happy New Year, Pink Panthers. I, pray that this year brings everybody happiness, prosperity, blessings, opportunities, gratefulness, good, all positive energy going on in 2023. This year needs to be better than last year, okay? Like, I'm praying for me and you guys. Like, literally, like, real talk. This year needs to be a better year, okay? But as you can see from the title, we're going to talk about P-Valley, okay? There's another episode of Mo Shows, okay? Now, like I said, we're going to talk about P-Valley. Now, you guys are probably like, girl, this is, the season came out last year while we talk about it. Okay, so I'm trying to think. Hush, there's a shady in the background. But I'm trying something new. I'm trying something new. So I feel like before I do a review, I should probably rewatch the show, like the season, like 2 to 3 times to write down some notes, feel the energy. Because I feel like when I be like, because I have good memory, so most of the time I can like be on camera and be like, oh, so this is what happened, this is how I feel, blah, 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 blah. But I feel like it will be more executed if I just rewatch it like one more time, write down everything I need, make sure these are the feelings that I feel about the season before I give y'all a review, okay? So let me know if you like me doing this. So I might, most likely, I'm going to rewatch it for a second time. I'm not going to do 3 times because that's ODing. Like, the more I do that, like, it's not going to be, like, important anymore. So, yeah. But, like I said, we're going to talk about P-Valley, okay? Down in the valley, all the girls get naked. If you throw the bands in, you know she going to shake it. 1, 2, break them. 3, 4, break them, okay? Now, as you guys know, this is my show. If you don't know, now you know. This show is my show. Like, do not play with me. Like, if somebody be like, I don't like P-Valley, get out of my life. Literally. Like, that part. Like, get out of my life. Get out. To the left. Okay? Anyway, so, like I said, we're going to talk about P-Valley, okay? Now, I wrote notes for, like, each episode, as you guys can see, but I'm not going to, like, read every episode. I'm going to talk about the characters. Now, if I need to, retrace my stuff on like their storyline, then I'm probably gonna skim through like some episodes and be like, okay, I was right, just to make sure. So yeah, okay. The first character we're gonna talk about is Haley, aka Autumn Night, aka Lakeisha Savage. Okay, now I'm gonna be honest, you guys. I didn't like her character this season. Like I didn't like her storylines this season. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. To me, when I first watched P-Valley, which from the first season, I kind of felt like the show was kind of all about Haley. Like it's kind of like she's a new girl on the block. She moving to Mississippi. She's trying to be a stripper at the Pink. We're unveiling her life, unveiling her past, unveiling her trauma, and then you have other characters like Uncle Clifford, Mercedes, Keyshawn, Little Murder. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought this show was wrapped about Haley, but for some reason, this season wasn't giving for her character. I did not like her storyline. First of all, Haley, why did you rebuy the Pink just to just to want to sell it some more. Like, it's kind of like at the first season, they want to auction the pink. They want to auction the pink, like sell it for a casino club, a casino club, right? Of course, Uncle Clifford doesn't want people to sell the club. That's Uncle Clifford's club. So, the season finale, season 1, we're thinking Haley got money now. She got the club back. She's, her and Uncle Clifford gonna be business partner. But bop, bop, bop. Like, they're going up season 2. So, Haley, why did you get the club back just to try to sell it again? I don't understand that. Like, what is your beef? What is your issue? What is your problem? Like, I didn't understand. Then it wasn't me. I don't want to say we barely saw her this season. That's not the word, because we pretty much saw her. If it was like every episode, it was like dang near every other episode. I didn't like her. Like, okay, one, you're trying to sell the pink to get, I guess, more money. Because low-key, you're trying to div out of Mississippi, right? Right. 2, you're helping Andre out with him trying to be mayor. Okay, cool. Because we all know Haley and Andre is secretly like this. That's her booski on the low. That's low-key his mistress. Like, that's her boo thing, right? Okay, cool. Then you're living with Mercedes, but you're low-key trying to replace her with a so-called getting a new women in the club, a new Mercedes in the club. Then you're, like I said, you're selling the club behind Uncle Clifford's back. You want all the money to yourself. Like, it's kind of like, Haley, like, what is your, I don't understand. And then it's kind of like, do you forget what Uncle Clifford, Big L, Diamond, and Mercedes tried to do for you? They low-key, pow, Latavius, what's his name? Catavius, what's his name? Hold on, y'all. I think it's Latavius. Yeah, we're gonna call Latavius. Sorry, excuse me. Latavius. So, this is how you repay the back. I don't know. To me, she didn't give me main character energy. I feel like the main character for this season was honestly Keyshawn. But Keyshawn was barely in the club until like the last few episodes. So I feel like besides Keyshawn, who gave me main character energy, was a toss up between Uncle Clifford, Mercedes, Lil Murder. Like, besides Keyshawn, those other 3 gave me main character energy. Haley really didn't give me main character energy, so I didn't like it. Number 2, I don't think the actress is going to be like in season 3, because I watched Sajada. Hey girl, how are you? Love your channel. If you guys are not subscribed to Sajada's channel, go subscribe. I love her videos. She has show reviews. She's my girl. Anyway, so I was watching her like review of P-Valley, and I think she says the actress, or rumors have it, she's not gonna be on next season. She's gonna like leave. So, and I didn't like how Haley's character like left. 1, I think she's pregnant. 2, I think she low-key about to have twins. I don't really know. 3, she didn't tell Andre that she's pregnant. And she kind of stole the money from like the Pink's account. And she like moving somewhere. That's the last time we saw of her. So it's kind of like, how is Andre gonna feel? Does Andre know she's pregnant? Is Andre gonna get a new girl? Cause him and his man. I'm gonna go to Andre in a second, but I don't know. And then also, I feel like we should have saw. Okay, if this was her last season, especially, I wanted her to be Autumn Night again. I wanted her to be on the pole again. Like, Haley is low-key a good stripper. So I wanted her to like be on the pole. Like, instead of being like half of like the club owner, I wanted her to be Autumn Night. Just one last time. Like, if this is really her last season on the show, I kind of want her to be Autumn Night again. Like, I'm just saying. So, that's what Haley. I really did like her character this season. Hopefully she be on next season, even because I followed the P Valley like all them on like Instagram, and I didn't see her like being like the like, oh my god, we're getting season 3, yay! I didn't see her, so hopefully she like be in season 3. I don't know, but yeah. Moving on to another character, Uncle Clifford. I love Uncle Clifford. Like Uncle Clifford is like, I feel like we all need an Uncle Clifford in our lives, especially like that role model, that person's gonna tell it like it is, gonna give you advice, have different rules on life. Like we all need an Uncle Clifford in our lives. Like I wish I had an Uncle Clifford in my life. But anyway, I love Uncle Clifford this season. I feel like we got to see him be more vulnerable this season. I'm glad eventually he opened his heart up to Little Murder, because we all know him and Little Murder. Like, I'm rooting for them. Like, I am so rooting for them. It don't make no goddamn sense. Like, I'm rooting for them. So, and then we saw, like, you know, Uncle Clifford taking care of the grandmother, Grandmother Ernestine. You know, like, Uncle Clifford was low-key going through trials and tribulations this season. You know, like we really got to see Uncle Clifford be vulnerable. And I feel like Uncle Clifford is one of those type, like, not going to show you emotion, go cry in the corner, cry at the house, cry in the office, which I feel like everybody should be like that, because never do that. But yeah, I really love Uncle Clifford, and I like how he was there for Little Murder when he came back from tour. He was, you know, down bad. They was taking care of each other. Like, I really like seeing the vulnerable sides of Uncle Clifford. I didn't like how he fired Big L. I understand what Uncle Clifford was saying about like Big L and like drugs and stuff, but Big L is like one of Uncle Clifford's ride or die. So the fact that he did that, it was just like, oh, like it was like, don't fire Big L. But I'm trying to think, was that all? Okay, question. I had a question for you guys. So the season finale of season 2, you remember like Uncle Clifford, I think low-key Uncle Clifford was high, but I was confused. Was Uncle Clifford daydreaming, or did like Uncle Clifford, like did him and Little Murder kiss in front of everybody and everybody was really watching, or was Uncle Clifford hallucinating? That's what I want to know. I was kind of confused on that scene, but yeah. And also the fact that Uncle Clifford slept with somebody else when like Little Murder was like out of town and at his birthday party, I was like, but anyway, I mean, he's single, he can do whatever he wants, but yeah. Okay, next character, Mercedes. I love Mercedes. Mercedes is a freaking mood. Like, her confidence is crazy. Like, her confidence is top notch. I love her hustle. Like, she has her hustle on. I felt bad because of her injury, because of the whole trauma with the like Latavia situation, kind of messed up her shoulder. But like Uncle Clifford was saying, I don't think she was really in pain. I think she was mentally still like traumatized for the situation, that it kind of affected her arm. That's what I feel like. I was here for her at Farrah. I'm not gonna lie, was it me, only me, but I was kind of rooting for her at Farrah. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of rooting for her. I'm gonna be honest, I did not see that coming. I saw it coming when I saw Coach's wife. When I saw Coach's wife like get it like naked to be with like Coach and her. So like, oh, I was like, okay, that's what we're doing. Then, you know, they met up again and, you know, bada boom, bada bang. But yeah, like, I'm low-key rooting for them. I hope we see them more next season, even though Mercedes like, yeah, I don't think we're going to do this again. But I'm low-key rooting for them. I'm either rooting for her and Farrah, or I'm rooting for her and the guy from across the street that's in the blue and gold crew. What's his name? Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I know who I'm talking about. But anyway, the one that keeps going to prison. I'm rooting her and him as well. So whoever she is of dating, I'm here for it. But yeah, I love how Farrah captured her moment. She opened a gallery for her, the Mercedes experience. I'm glad that they were low key helping each other's out. Like, I feel like Mercedes was giving Farrah like confidence and strength to be like, girl, you don't have to be in a messy situation. Go do what you have to do. You know, get your confidence back. You don't need a coach. You're your own independent woman. Blah 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 blah. And I'm glad Farrah captured Mercedes confident. You know, like Mercedes was really going down bad this season. Not too much, but I was glad to see that they were helping each other. Coach was wrong for doing that to Mercedes. Like, chill the heck out. She had sex with your wife. Okay, Ian. Like, it's like, okay. They got along, did they? So what's the problem? And I love how we saw more of Mercedes and Terica's relationship. I so love their relationship. I wish she was in her like more, but I feel like she's finally getting her time to be with Terica more. I did not like how Terica's stepmom was treating Mercedes, and it's like, girl, you're an alcoholic. Like, get your life together before you talk about Mercedes. Like, get your life together. Be there that she's there for her child. Like, go to rehab. Get yourself together. Like, it's kind of like one more. How many times Mercedes is supposed to thank you for raising Terica for her? Thank you. She wanted custody. You're not giving it to her. Like, what the fudge? What is that about? And it was so funny when the episode where like she was trying to take Terica to like the clinic, and like Terica was singing WAP to her. That was funny as heck. And I'm glad, you know, Mercedes with Terica, she saw a lot of herself in her mom's, and she tried to like fix that. She's like, I don't want to be like my mom. I want to be a better mom for Terica. And I'm glad that she helped Terica make the decision. And she's like, okay, I'm going to do this. Whatever. And that was so cute how Mercedes' mom, she was pretty much telling her like, okay, she's going to rehab. She wants me to take care of her. But she's like, but you know, but with Mayor issues, I already took care of a child. It's not for you. You know, that was so cute. So I'm glad Terica's gonna live with Mercedes for a while. I'm here for it. Anyway, oh, and when her little murder before, I was here for it. ING. I was here for it. And it's sad because she's leaving the pink. But in a way, as she should. I feel like, honestly, this season, we really saw her kind of outgrowing the pink. I don't want to say outgrowing in like, okay, she's trying to, but you know, she needs to leave. You know, like, she needs to do her own. She opened a dance studio. Like, you know, like, she needs to branch out more. So that was good to see. Anyway, moving on. Keyshawn, okay? Ooh, Keyshawn, she was going out sad this season. I'm sorry. Keyshawn was going out sad this season. Sorry, y'all. I was going to save her for last. But no, let's get this out the way. Keyshawn. Girl, there was so many times I just want to go into the TV and just get you and the babies out. Like, there was so many scenes. I'm like, somebody, please go to her house and save her. Like, please go to her house and save her. Keyshawn. First of all, okay, she was still making money in the tsunami, the pandemic. Like, the tsunami. Derek is still, he's still controlling her. I don't know. I feel like for me, it's kind of like, I don't want to be like, dang, girl, you haven't left him yet. But for me, it was like, dang, girl, you haven't met him yet. Like, literally. Like, I feel like he kept on giving her so many, like, tries to the point you could tell she was reaching her breaking point. But every time you thought she was going to go off on him, she never did. Or if she did, it wasn't good enough. It's like, Keyshawn, go off some more. Like, for example, she should have really gotten to her breaking point, went off on him when she found out he was beating their child. Like, when she found out the baby, like, had broken ribs, broken, like, bones, she should have immediately put the baby in a room and go off on him. She should have immediately go off on him and left him. No, she still did it. I was like, well, God dang it. I was just like, and I understand, I understand, I understand that. But I feel like this season, especially because we got to see him more this season, it's like she couldn't catch a break. And then every time she tried to leave, she couldn't drive the car. He took the battery out. She tried to go to her stepmom's. She tried to escape. The stepmom freaking blew up her plan, which I feel like she did that on purpose. If she knew the plan or not. I feel like she did that on purpose. Like, girl. Then why the sister told the mama that the baby was... Like, it was just too much. And I'm glad we got a backstory on Keyshawn's, like, past. Like, she was always the beautiful one, but she got treated like a ugly stepchild. And, how she made Derek. She thought Derek was the best, but then Derek became, a freaking, I don't want to say demon, but demon. Like, it's just too much. Like, oh, Keisha. And then when she finally went off, she went off when the CPS people came. I was like, Keyshawn, out of all the times, this is the time you go off. I was like, oh, Keyshawn, like, girl, like, oh my God, like, I was happy for her, but then I was kind of, the post, again, she chose the wrong time to do it. But let's go backwards a little bit. Okay, her and Diamond, can we say awkward? Like, her and Derek was awkward. Like, it was awkward, right? In a way, I don't blame Diamond because it's kind of like, Biscuit, I was helping you out and you chose your baby daddy over me. Like, it's kind of like, knowing he had feelings for you. Like, it's kind of just like, but I'm glad that she tried to, like, bring. Like, I'm glad he was still there for her. Like, and then by the time we saw Diamond, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But by the time we saw Diamond, it was just like, dang. Like, I just felt bad for Keyshawn. This was not her season. I'm gonna need for next season to be her season. I'm gonna need for Derek to go somewhere else. Next season, like, I'm gonna need for, like, no. Oh, and then Roman. I'm gonna need for Roman. So, what you're saying is, I knew it was too good to be true. I'm like, okay, he really tried to get her out of the gutter. He tried to get her out of Mississippi. He really want her to succeed in life, right? Right. I knew it was too good to be true. When he freaking tried to, grape her. I was like, Ro, you're trying to do what? That's a Wody saved the day. She told the right person. Wody saved the day. She told the right person. It's always the ones you least expect. She told the right person. Rome, like, again, Keyshawn didn't catch a break. I love how Haley was trying to help her. I feel like Keyshawn was really following the plan. Her stepmom ruined the plan. It's too much. Either way, did I miss anything? I hope I didn't. But like I said, a lot of her storylines, I didn't want to go into that TV and just get her and the babies out. I literally just want to get her and the babies out. I wanted to hit Derek with a bat. Like, I literally just... Anyway. Andre. We're going to talk about Andre next. I loved Andre this season. I wish he would have left his wife. I don't know why him and his wife are taking so long to get a divorce. He don't love his wife. Like, I feel like he loved his wife. He's not in love with his wife. There's a difference. Like, I low-key kind of wish he left his not ex-wife, left his wife. It was kind of bogus when he went back to Mississippi and he came back to town. She saw him. He saw her. He saw her. I was shocked just because she like, oh, Andre, I love you. Andre, don't leave me. Andre, stay here. I'm just like, but girl, you're doing a Humpty Dumpty with your coworker. Like, it's who happens to be your ex-boyfriend. That's your parents wanted you to end up with. Like, it's kind of just like, technically that's the love of your life if you think about, like, that's like the one that got away. Like, it's just kind of like, that's what you chose having an affair with. Like, I don't know. Like, it was just like, really? I like how him and Haley were close this season. I'm so glad him and Haley finally did the Humpty Dumpty. It's like, we know y'all feeling each other. Can y'all do it already? I understand it takes time. You want to take it slow. He still want to respect his wife, I guess. I don't know if that was really the reason, but it was okay. I kind of expected it to be explosive, like making love, like I kind of expected it to be like explosive. I was just so glad that they did it. It was like, whatever. Like, you guys finally did it. That's all that matters. He tried to become mayor. I feel like being a mayor that's right. I can totally see him being mayor, and I feel like he really looked up to his uncle that he was like destined to be a mayor. Unfortunately, he didn't get it. I low-key knew he was going to get it. I knew Patrice was going to get it. I knew it. I knew she was going to end up getting it. But I'm glad he finally put his foot down and said he's going to move back home. He really loves Mississippi. I don't know if him and Corbin are still going to work together. What else happened to Andre? Yeah, he's still trying to convince Uncle Clifford to sell the club for the goddamn casino because of him and Corbin. Yeah. Trying to think. Was that it? Pretty much on Andre. That was pretty much on Andre's. I was so hoping Haley would have told him that she's that she's pregnant. I feel like Andre would have honestly been happy that she was pregnant. I feel like he would pretty much stepped up to the plate and be an amazing father. Because like I said, he's actually in love with her. He doesn't want to be with his wife. Like, I hate to say it like that, but it's just like, it is what it is. And the wife knows that. That's why I don't understand why she didn't go off on Haley and she still want to be with him. Like, your ex-husband is in love with another woman. Why are you still with him? And you don't want to move to Mississippi. Why are you still you don't want to move to Mississippi, so why are you still with him? Like, I don't know. Anyway, that's pretty much his storyline. When they did the stripper campaign, like the commercial to get him to be mayor, that was funny as heck. But like I said, I knew Patrice was going to win. So yeah, speaking of Patrice, I feel like we barely didn't see her this season. I feel like we did, but we didn't. I feel like she was so focused on being the mayor and like the pastor. Every now and then you see her like Mercedes flashbacks or like talk about like Mercedes past, like if Mercedes was like talking about her. Patrice is low-key funny. Just how she like talks, like she's honestly a gangster preacher. Like she's literally a gangster preacher. She won mayor. I think she's about to F stuff up. And yeah. It's pretty much all I gotta say. I mean, there was really nothing to say about Patrice this season. I felt like they were trying to not make her mayor. But I feel like the more they tried not to make her mayor, the more she was going to be mayor. So, yeah. There's really nothing to say about her. Corbin. For some reason, every time I see him, for some reason, his name does not come up to my brain. Probably because he doesn't look like a Corbin to me. Like, he does not look like a Corbin. And I didn't understand what Uncle Clifford was like whipping him. Like, does he like that? I didn't really understand that part. Comment down below if you understood it. Yeah. I like how he was trying to help Andre to get mayor. He still wanted to sell the pink to open up the casino. I think at the end it still, excuse me, ended up in his favor because he was yelling at a cornfield. I don't know what that was about. Yeah, again, pretty much he was another character. It's kind of like he did what he did. It's really nothing to say. Roulette. Now, Roulette. I'm gonna be honest. She's okay. I really don't like her character. I don't want to say I don't like her character. I need to get to know her character a little bit more. I feel like she's one of those people like, yeah, like I'm hard, like I'm sassy, this, that. But inside, she's really a sensitive being. She still misses her brother. She's kind of liking Gidget's ex-boyfriend. I'm here for them. She's trying to be a PIMP. Like, she's going against Uncle Clifford's rules. I feel like you always gonna have a person that's gonna go against Uncle Clifford in some way, shape, or form. I love how her and Whisper were close, but at the same time, they were low-key jealous of each other. That was kind of interesting. I love how she was there for Whisper at the hotel room with that dude. I was here for it. I was here for it. Like, I was here for it. Like, that was probably like my favorite like scene from her. Like, I so love that. Like, she was, like, I feel like at the end of the day, she's good to be on your side. Like, she's that ride or die person. But I feel like if you go against her, the roulette is literally going to come out of her. She's a talented dancer, talented stripper. Like, she's talented. I just need to see more of her. I'll give her like a 6 or a 7 as a character. She's, need to see more. Whisper, I like Whisper. I like how she's very like psychic. She's very like, I like Whisper. I think out of Roulette and Whisper, I think I like Whisper better than Roulette. So, but I want to see more of Whisper as well. And like I said, I love how close her Roulette is, but at the same time, they're jealous of each other. So, yeah. Big L. I love Big L. I hope he comes back to the peak. I was sad he got fired. I love how him and what's his name? Wayne? Is it Wayne? I don't know. Hold on. No. Derek. Wayne. Call it Wayne. I love how him, even though they was doing drugs, selling them, I just, I love Big L, and yeah, love Big L. Again, need a Big L in your life. I'm sorry, guys. I'm moving on because as we're keep going down, yeah. Duffy. Who is Duffy? Oh, maybe that was his name. Duffy? Is it Duffy? Gidget's ex. I love Duffy. We should see him more. Hopefully that's his name. Diamond. Love Diamond. I really hope he gets more insight to why Big Bo did what she did. Like, I hope he ends up saving Keyshawn. I hope him and Keyshawn get together. Like, love Diamond. Need to see him more. He was barely in this season, and I feel like we didn't see it until like towards the end, but love Diamond. Anyway, Derek. Who is Derek? Oh my god. I'm sorry. Derek. Who is Derek? Derek. Oh! Derek. Tomato. Anyway, Gidget. Where was Gidget this season? I feel like some people we barely saw. Where was Gidget? Why was she barely on the season? We saw her like the episode where they was like on tour and she was with Keyshawn and them. Why was Gidget only in one episode? I didn't understand that. Where was Gidget? I actually like Gidget. Actually, no, we saw her 2 episodes. One where she went to tour with Keyshawn and Lil Murder. Then second, we saw her in a flashback when they was talking about Keyshawn. But where was Gidget? I always see her in season 3. I love Gidget. Talented. Wody. I love we need a Wody in our lives. I love Wody. The fact that he like Keyshawn told him, he said, "Oh, word," and then she talked about, "Oh, well, Rome had a little murder." He's like, "Bet, say less," and he did that to Rome. I was here for it, and I love how he winked in the camera. If somebody winked in the camera, you know they did damage. You know he's a goddamn savage. Like, you know. Like, he's not all gang, gangsta. Like, Wody is that solid killer. Like, he's that dude. Like, I love Wody. I want to see him more next season. Love Wody. Anyway, DJ Never Scared. Where was he? Why we didn't see more of DJ Never Scared? He should have been on tour with Little Murder. I know he was doing his own thing, working with other artists. He should have been on tour with Little Murder. Why we didn't see DJ Never Scared? Then he left the Pink. Okay, if he's gonna literally lead the Pink, they need a new DJ. Big Bone was I. She was I. You know. Big Tink. R.I.P. to Big Tink. I loved his character. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like when the season was going on, everybody was like, "Oh, him and Little Murder was like each other's first loves. They did this. They did." Like, oh, like, you know, like, oh, like, sorry, y'all. Like, they was like each other first loves and stuff. He was in prison. At first, I was like, nah, like, I didn't see it, but I think they was kind of like telling you without telling you until they actually did the Humpty Dumpty. And then I'm like, okay, yeah, they was each other's first. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to say I wasn't here for him Little Murder. I'm not gonna lie, I just wanted Little Murder to be with Uncle Clifford. Like, is that bad? Like, I wanted him to be with Little Murder. Like, it just like, you know, but I like Big T. It's crazy how, like, you know, he was going through all of those. He was really going through depression. He couldn't handle real life outside of the pit. Like, it was crazy. And then Little Murder saw him. You know, that was sad. That was sad. I feel like he had a lot of anger in him, and he couldn't find a way to let it out. Like, him letting it out was him being aggressive. Like, you know, I wish, you know, Little Murder and other people could have did more stuff for him, but, you know, he just couldn't be here any longer. You know, like, he couldn't be here anymore, you know? But R.P. to Big Tink, I loved his character. Wayne, there doesn't really say about Wayne. Rome, I said what I had to say. Tomato. Wody handled you. That's all I gotta say. Roman. That's how I feel about you. Roman. That's how I feel about you. Rome. That's how I feel. Shut up, brother. Anyway, Big Bone. Okay, so, you know, it's cute because her and Diamond, you know, in real life, they're together, had a baby. Congratulations to them both. They were cute. I knew it wasn't gonna last because I feel like him and Keyshawn are in game. I said what I said. They're in game. Again, it was another, people was like, oh, I think she knows Latavius. And I felt like the hints were low-key there. That's why I said I had to rewatch it again to understand the connection. I feel like she was there for a plan, and I feel like she like Diamond more. And then when Keyshawn came back in and she saw him and Keyshawn interaction, she's like, yeah, we gonna execute this plan. I don't know if she is related to Latavius. her Latavius was once a thing, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. It should be interesting what we see in season 3 from her. I hope they don't kill Diamond. They're not gonna kill Diamond, but but I didn't like Big Bone like that either. I'll give her like a 5 or 6. Like I didn't like Big Bone. Sorry, she wasn't really one of my. It was no offense, nothing really to her. It's like you saw one, you saw them all. No offense, she just really wasn't that character to be. Farrah, love Farrah. I'm low-key rooting for her and Mercedes. I'm glad she's continuing her being a photographer. I'm glad she's leaving Coach. I'm low-key rooting for her Mercedes. Hopefully we see her more season 3. And yeah, Pico. What Lil Mur did to Pico was crazy. Like, that was insane. I like, Lil Murder, no! Like, it was crazy. But, yeah. Speaking of Lil Murder, last but not least, Lil Murder, aka LaMarcus. I really love his character. Like, I really love his character. The actor does a good job playing him. Like, I really love his character. I love how he was getting more success this season. I'm glad he felt bad what he did to Uncle Clifford. I'm glad him and Uncle Clifford finally reunite. They did the Humpty Dumpty. I was here for it. I'm glad he helped Uncle Clifford take care of Grandma Ernestine. He was really there for Uncle Clifford. I'm glad he understood Uncle Clifford more. I'm sad. I was sad to see what he had to go through with Big Tink. That was sad. I feel like he was low-key going through depression this season. I'm glad he embraced his true self and be like, he don't give a dang. Like, it is what it is. He said what he said and he meant it. And what you gonna do about it? Nothing. And yeah, I really love his growth this season. Like, I feel like he was really observant this season and like pay attention this season, and he knew that he was a spit and nobody is on his level, and you're not going to take him there unless he needs to set it off as he should, as he did. Like, I just love his character. I'm glad him and Keyshawn was close. I just love his character. Like, he's really a good friend. He's really that dude. And yeah, he's in love with Uncle Clifford. And what? Like, again, what you gonna do about it? He said what he said. He meant what he said. What you gonna do? Nothing. And yeah. I hope, of course, he's gonna do more music next season. His music is banger, fire, bops. I love my favorite song for this season was Champagne. Okay, that's on my playlist. Love that song. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that is my P-Valley season 2 season. I'm glad they're getting a season 3. They're letting us know it's going to take forever. So I hope we get it next year. Sorry, because we're getting a lot of shows next year, like Euphoria. If season 3 come out in 2025, I'm freaking done. Shows is not what it used to. It's kind of like when they get a new season, they immediately film. Like, why are they not doing that nowadays? You getting a season 3. Send the scripts, film it. I don't understand. So season 3 is going to be here for a long time. I'm glad they're getting a season 3 because we need it. And I love this show. This show is definitely one of my faves on TV right now. And yeah, I'm sorry this was long. I'm just really passionate about this show. But I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you like or dislike, thumbs up or thumbs down, comment. Please be paying subscribe. Turn your post notification bell so you know when my is going to be here, okay? Follow my Facebook at Pinky. That's Pinky space Pinky. And follow 2 of my Instagrams, one at Show the Pinky and the other at PinkyBear00. And you guys should follow me on TikTok at The Pinky Show because I be going crazy, okay? And what else? Oh, like my saying goes, like smile, be yourself. Don't worry. Be happy, okay? This your Pinky, Pinky, and I'm so fly. Holla at your girl.